Hello, this is Fighting Irish. Turn 7.4 and 7.5. The British Commonwealth and the French turn. Operation Live and Let Die. Interesting things that just transpired. Japanese have gone and invaded the Dutch Money Islands, which now makes the Dutch, the Netherlands, are controlled by the British. Several things happened here. So the Japanese go up total of 9 IPP. The Anzacs will go up to 5 IPP. The British Commonwealth, the FEC, Far East Command, will go up to 8. And the British will go up to 16. And the French will go up to 10. I will do the Americans on the Americans' turn. Then the Russians had their Comintern had their turn. CCP has evolved to a major power. They're up at 13 IPP, knocking down the KMT to 3 IPP. They are the big boys in China. KMT is bowing to everybody. They don't want to pick a fight with nobody. I have the Comintern at 15 plus 2, total of 17. Them declaring war on Mongolia. Okay, so it's 1939. First thing that we do is roll 1 die for the British. If they get a 9, they can go to a war. Full-time war economy. Let's see what they get. They got 11. Guess what? They needed to roll a 9 to get to 25. Interesting things might happen now. Or not. Let's see how the tech rolls go. The British have 2 techs at stage 2. They're going to try for both of them for stage 3. Radar and wartime economy. This is for radar. No, and wartime economy. They got wartime economy. They're making up for lost time on this one. They join. Ooh. I put the Japanese over there, but I don't think they got it because, oh, they did get it. They wanted to join the Axis. If this is incorrect, then please let me know. I'm not sure on the Comintern if any of them got to stage 3, so please let me know. All right, let's move to purchases. Very, very delicate stuff here. Purchases. Anzac is buying a militia. They don't have much money, so they can't do very much. FEC wants a militia and an infantry saving this dollar. Or I'm sorry, saving this IPP. The British is buying a fighter and an AA gun. Oh, this is Fighting Irish back again. I had to stop the video and we had to contact Panzer J to see how casualties will be taken. So now I'm reconvening, and here is how the war will commence. This transport that's in C zone 122 will go 1, 2, the C zone 89. They will pick up 1 infantry out of Hong Kong. We offload it into Formosa. And that's how the British has declared war from the Japanese. So the British has just taken, or I should say FEC has just taken Formosa. Now we're going to have a battle of C-Zone 132 and C-Zone 122. And then we're going to have, where's it at? These 3 infantry from British Malaya going up and invading Siam. Right there. And then also this coastal sub will convoy this line. Okay, let's do the convoy first. Let me grab the dice. Right here. Here's for the coastal sub. It is a 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. And here is for the Japanese for rebuttal. They don't take nothing off. So the Japanese get 0 taken off. Okay, I have set up on the battle board. Probably better, easier to see it this way. This is C-Zone 132. And in C-Zone 132, Panzer J, the Japanese has 2 battleships, a battle cruiser, 3 heavy cruisers, 1 destroyer, 2 submarines, and a coastal or torpedo boat destroyer. What's coming in to invade him will be 1 battle cruiser, 1 medium bomber. The medium bomber started in Aden. Everybody came from Aden. And that had a port, so it can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 to 132 or 122, and that's where they all ended up. And I'll show you that in a minute. But the medium bomber has a movement of 5, so it goes 1, 2, 3. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, that's in C-Zone. Oh, the bomber. I'm sorry. The bomber went to C-Zone 122, and he will be landing in the British Malaya if he survives. This is a tactical off the carrier. And the fighter off the carriers, 3 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, 1 of the Anzacs, 5 destroyers, and that is what's coming in to invade the Japanese. Okay, this is in C-Zone 122. The 2 battleships, the medium bomber, 2 destroyers. 1 destroyer came off of 144 and went 1, 2, 3 into the battle of 122, and that's how he got here. And the rest came from Aden, which is 83, 1, 2, 3, and that's how the battleships made it. So we're going to commence the first one. Let's do the British. Okay. We have the battle cruiser. He rolls out a 7 or less. He got a 3, so we got a hit. Here's the tactical. We got a 5, that's a hit. 3 heavy cruisers. 1, so that's a total of 3. Here's the fighter. 4, 2 light cruisers, have 5 or less. Miss, and the 5 destroyers. One, two, three. So that is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I just rolled 4, so I have one more. 7. So I hit 7 so far. I hit 7 total. Okay. And let's do the defense. Here is the 2 battleships at 8 or less. Hit, hit. So that's 2. Here is the battle cruiser at 7. That's 3. 3 cruisers. All misses, all at 7. They needed 6. So we have 3 hits so far. 1 destroyer. A hit, that's 4. 2 subs. Miss, miss. And 1 torpedo destroyer. Miss. So the British will take 4 destroyers off for their casualties. And I believe it's a coastal torpedo boat destroyers, 2 subs. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. The battleships moved down to 6, and we lost 4 destroyers. Okay, let's go again. Here is the tactical at a 7. Miss. The battle cruiser, a hit. The 3 heavy cruisers, hit, hit. That's a total of 3. Here is the fighter, 4. That's a hit. That's a total of 4 hits. 2 light cruisers. That's 1 hit. That's a total of 5. And 1 destroyer. That's a miss. So we hit 5. Okay. And here is, he has 6 ships left. So here is the battle cruiser. He got a hit. So we'll lose a destroyer. And then he has 5 at 6. 1, 2, 3. So we lose 3. And we'll lose a heavy cruiser. And he'll lose all 5 of these ships. And he has 1 battle cruiser left. 1 battle cruiser, and this is what the British have. 1 tactical. That's a hit. Battle cruiser. That's a hit. And the 3 6s. That's 1 more hit. That's a total of 3, and we needed 1. Here is the battle cruiser for defense. He missed with a 9. Okay. We will place the battle cruiser plus the transports. Also, what was left will also be destroyed. The 2 carriers go to Sea Zone 132. Take the tactical back. Take the fighter back. Two heavy cruisers. This is what we have left in Sea Zone 132. 2 carriers, 1 carrying a tactical, 1 carrying a fighter, 2 heavy cruisers, and a battle cruiser. Okay, let's set up for Sea Zone 122. He will have to fight a fleet carrier, a light carrier, a fighter, tactical, and another fighter. So he has 6 hits to take. And then the British will have their 2 battleships, 2 destroyers, a medium bomber, and the Dutch submarine will be coming into the fight too. Okay, let's see what we can do. 2 battleships at 8. Hit. Medium bomber at 7. Hit. 2 destroyers at 4. Miss. And the submarine at 3. And this is first strike submarine. That is a hit, first strike. So, first strike, the light carrier was the first thing that Panzer J said, let go. So the light carrier is off the board. It does not get a retaliation shot because of the first strike submarine. Because there is no destroyer in the battle. So here are the 2 fighters. They get dogs fighting up there, air seniority. So first hit would take out the bomber. And they don't hit. Here's the tactical. They can do the same thing. It does not hit. Here is the aircraft carrier with 2 or less. It does not hit. So I took out 2 more hits. So the carrier will be destroyed. Okay, so what we have left is the British 2 battleships. 1 hit. Here's the medium bomber. That's a hit, that's 2. And the 2 destroyers. 2 destroyers at 4. Miss. So we got 2 of the, out of the 3 planes. Here are the fighters. Hit 1. So I will take the sub off. And here's the tactical. And that's a miss. Okay, so he has 1 fighter left. Here are the 2 battleships. 1 hit for the 1 fighter. Here are the 2 destroyers. That's another hit. And the medium bomber. That's a miss. So he has 1 fighter left. And he did take out the Anzacs destroyer. So in Sea Zone 122, the transport also will perish. And the destroyer, 2 fully intact battleships. And the bomber goes to the British Malaya. Okay. Now we'll have the Battle of Siam. We'll have 3 infantry attacking at 2. And he has a Japanese at defending at a 4. Here we go. Here's the British. All misses. Here is the Japanese defense. Had an 8. Here we go, round 2. Ooh, couple 12s there. Doesn't look good. 5. Miss on that one. Let's change dice. Here's the British infantry. That's a hit right there in the corner. That's a 1. So the Siam will fall. Here is the retaliation shot. He missed with a 9. Okay. So Siam has fallen. Okay. Right there, took no casualties, went in there. And we'll put a FEC marker on that. Okay. I made a mistake, but I'm going to have to stay with it. Oh, shoot. Okay. All right. That's the end of the combat. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Let's do some non-combat moves. And Zach, down here, we'll bring their transport 1, 2, 3 up to C zone 122. All right, also then we'll move this guy, walk him down from Bengal to Burma, and rail this guy from Haryana to Bengal. Over here, we will move the light cruiser 1, 2, 3, 4 from C zone 79 to 83. So will the sub and destroyer move to C zone 83. So will this sub inside of 81 will also reconvene outside at Aden right there. Okay. This transport will strategically rail, or I forget, but the strategically transport to the English Channel, to the port there. This whole fleet that's in 24 will move into the English Channel, which is this fleet right here. The battleship, the light carrier, transport, the torpedo boat destroyer, the coastal sub, and the let's start over. Torpedo boat destroyer, 2 torpedo boat destroyers, a coastal ship, 2 heavy cruisers, a destroyer, light cruiser, and that battleship, all moved into the English Channel. Before that transport that was in C zone 24, moved up to C zone 10, picked up 2 infantry, and went 2 more positions, 24 into the English Channel. Since the British now went to war with a major power, the same major power as the Dutch. They collect their ships and their infantry. They align to them. So they will give them 2 more infantry to the Netherlands here. Total of 4 infantry. Okay. We will put British flags on Suriname. That's 1 IPP for the British. And 2 IPP for the Dutch. So they went up 3 total. Churchill is concerned about what's going on in the war and the world for that matter. So he canceled all vacation. So everybody is going back into London. The Marine, Infantry, the paratrooper, two of the militia, total of 3 militia now will be in London. Okay. Yes, this is important. I'm not sure why, but this is an important non-combat movement. We are going to take one guy from Egypt and walk him to Nubia. He is going to station himself in Nubia. Churchill said, I hope you like desert because it's full of sand. So instead of 6 infantry there now, you have 5. So let's see if I have this all right. Take this coastal sub and make it a sub. Now, this coastal sub I did incorrectly, which I was supposed to declare war and combat movement on this transport. If that is a combat move, then he will be destroyed. If not, the coastal sub will move to 95. But if I can get the transport in 124, I will leave the coastal sub coming from Borneo, which is this sea zone 123, move them to 124. If not, I'll put them in 98. But this fleet is in 132, and this fleet is in 130 or 122, which is again 2 heavy cruisers, 2 carriers with a tactical fighter, and a battle cruiser. In this one sea zone, you have 2 battleships, a destroyer, and an Anzac transport. Over in Aden, you have 2 submarines, a light cruiser, a destroyer, and a transport. This fleet is now in the English Channel, a battleship, a light cruiser, a destroyer, 2 heavy cruisers, a torpedo boat destroyer, 2 of those, a coastal defense ship, a transport, and a light carrier. We moved the units in England home. We moved this guy to Nubia. We took some of the Navy out. We lost on the convoy. And I believe that is the end. Oh, let's place units. Oh, I forgot. And then we got to collect money, so it's definitely not the end of the turn. This militia of Anzac is going to New Zealand. Okay, and then they saved $1. Oh, I'm sorry, an IPP. That's what I get for being tired. Oh, shoot. Forget moves everywhere. Man, I need to seriously write these things down. Okay. This militia that they purchased will go into Sarahawk. That would make a total of 3 militia in Sarahawk. Right in the middle of the hornet's nest over here. Right down in there. Marines everywhere. Lots of ships everywhere. Okay. And an infantry for Calcutta. That would be 4 infantry for Calcutta. Let me start throwing stuff around. That's not good because that messes me up. Okay. For the British, they will put the AA gun in Egypt because they're kind of scared of, I don't know, some of those things. See the fighter? We'll go on the carrier in the English Channel. Now let's collect money. I mean IPP. I see FEC goes up 3, and I believe the British goes up to 3. So FEC goes up 3, and and Anzac, you know what? They go to full-time economy, which is 7, but there is a destroyer in the, so they don't get the bonus. Anzac, well, let's look up, see if we can look up what everybody's bonus is. I should have had this more prepared. I'm not used to not being like this. Okay. Anzac's full time. Oh, that's not them. Shoot. I know Anzac is 7. The British is 25. The British also will go up the 3. If I'm not mistaken, Anzac or the Far East Command is 14. I could be wrong. Plus the 3 that they got, so it's 17. Plus $2 bonus or $2 IPP bonus for Egypt and Aden. So they collect 19. Now, the British will collect 28 plus their bonus, which is 2 for Iran, 2 for no warships on the convoy line, and 3 for Gibraltar and Egypt. So they get 35 IPP. If I am incorrect, please let me know. So, recap. Far East Command will get a total of 19. 17 for regular, 2 for bonus. Anzac gets 7 with no bonus, and Great Britain will get 28 plus their 7 bonus, so they will receive 25 IPP. Or 35 IPP. And that's the end of the British. What are we? 7.4. Here is 7.5 for the French. French want wartime economy. That's stage 3 of wartime economy. They got it. Not very often you see the French move to stage 3 on any tech. Right now they sit at 10 IPP, and they get a roll in 1939, a D6 for their wartime economy. They get a 6. So they move up from 10 to 16. Not enough to go to war. They are at 16. So this is what they're going to purchase. We have 3 militia and 1 infantry. We got to make do with the little money that we have. So, I forgot, Anzac will get 8, and FEC will have 20. Is that correct? No, Anzac will have, FEC will have 20 because of their save IPP. Okay, the French need to do some crafty moves. Okay, with the lieu of Germany doing what they did. So let's see what the French can do. The artillery from Alsace-Lorraine. Oh, I said it bad, so it's going to Paris. The AA gun will go to southern France. The 4 infantry will go to France. The motorized will stay. We will rail 1 French legionnaire to Alsace-Lorraine. That is what we're going to do. Let's place some units because they're not going to do anything else. 1 militia to Alsace-Lorraine. Keep butchering it, but it's okay. 1 militia to southern France. 1 militia. Let's try this. Aquitaine. That's a militia. Aquitaine. And 1 infantry to Paris. And that is what we're going to do. We're not going to move any other units of the French. Those subs are going to stay there. They will collect 16 IPP on their turn. That is the end of the British Commonwealth and the French. 7.4, 7.5, July 1939. Turn. Now we turn it over to Panzer J and the Italians at 7.6. Fighting Irish over now.